China is pumping huge amount of money in the African continent. It is playing central part in most of the infrastructure project of Africa. For an example, $12 billion project in Nigeria, which is for Coastway, $4.5 billion project in Addis Ababa, which is again for railway, and massive $11 billion project in Bagamoyo, which is for megaport and special economic zone. Since 2005, China has done a massive business of $2 trillion with Africa, with proposed investment of $300 billion for future. The China-Africa trade has reached $200 billion per year, and there are 10,000 Chinese companies operating in China currently. So it won't be wrong to say that China is trying to build a new China inside the African continent. But why China is splurging so much money in Africa? There are several reasons behind it. The first reason is to sustain double-digit growth. Industrialization of China started in 1970, and that gave China a double-digit growth for 40 years. But now China is an industrialized country, so maintaining a double-digit growth became difficult. Africa has got very poor infrastructure and they do not have enough fund to improve it. So China can invest in their infrastructure and can sustain their double-digit growth. Africa is also a fastest urbanizing region with current population of around 1.1 billion, which is supposed to be doubled in 2050. 80% of this population will be urban population, which will account for 1.3 billion. So again, there is a huge opportunity for China to keep investing in its infrastructure and keep maintaining its double-digit growth for a very long time. Second reason is natural resources. As we all know, African continent is full of natural resources. African continent has got diamond to petroleum to silver to salt, almost everything. And China is eyeing on these natural resources, but to bring it back, it will have to build the infrastructure, and that is exactly what China is doing. Third reason, cheap human resource. China became second largest economy in the world on the basis of their low labor wages. But as the economy started growing, the labor wages also started growing. The average labor wage, which was around $180 in 1990, became $13,500 in 2020. Hence, the low-cost manufacturing of China became uncompetitive. So China started moving its manufacturing unit to Africa, where they were getting lowest labor wage in the world. Last reason, but not the least, China is buying allies. In 1971, Africa supported Republic of China, which is ruling Taiwan currently, and People's Republic of China, which is ruling China currently, when they had to decide which one will represent China, and that is simply because USA was supporting Republic of China. In 2007, when they had to decide human rights issue in North Korea, same Africa voted for North Korea and went against USA simply because China was supporting North Korea. So that says a lot about the investment of China in Africa. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching. लाइक करें, कमेंट करें और सब्सक्राइब करें।